Viewer discretion is advised. 3 months ago, a man named Lucas Redding sat alone in his basement apartment in Seattle, typing desperate messages to an AI counselor called Anon Care. He had no idea the machine he poured his secrets into would soon hand them to detectives and change his life forever. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how a late-night confession to an AI chatbot triggered a cascade of digital clues, cracked a 2-year-old murder, and ignited a debate about privacy and justice that's still raging in 2026. 30 Chapter 1. The case nobody could solve. It started in October 2023. Christina Shelby, age 29, vanishes after closing her late-night shift at Pink's Bar, South Lake Union. Her body is found 2 days later in a wooded park across Lake Washington. Cause of death: blunt force trauma.
Police dig hard. No obvious enemies, no financial motive. Friends all say Christina kept to herself. Surveillance footage is dark and grainy, no clear ID. The only physical evidence: a single partial fingerprint at the scene, but nothing in the system matches. For months, the mystery grows colder. Christina's family pleads for answer. Detectives rotate off the case. The investigation grinds to a halt by early 2024. But what nobody knows: someone is being eaten alive by guilt. 200 Chapter 2. Chatting with the unknown. Fast forward to January 2025. Anon Care, a new AI-driven mental health app, rockets to the top of download charts. It promises instant, confidential chat therapy, powered by GPT-5 and real-time mood detection. Lucas Redding signs up under a fake name. He's 31, a rideshare driver bouncing between gigs. Isolated, getting little sleep. He types about his paranoia nightmares, his overwhelming fear that they know. Anon Care listens, always calm, always probing gently. Would you like to share what's troubling you most? Lucas answers in fragments. He describes a fight, a blow, someone's head hitting a rock. He never uses names. But Anon Care's latest version has something new: pattern recognition designed to detect self-harm and threats to others. For certain risk keywords, conversations are automatically flagged and securely archived. Still, at this point, the system does nothing. Confidentiality holds. 30 Chapter 3. Confession in code. Screen recording, transcription of AI chat, user typing, "I can't stop seeing her face." One night in late February, Lucas breaks down. The chat log from that night changes it all. "I did it. I killed her. Christina. It was an accident, but I can't live like this." Those words trigger a new level of escalation in Anon Care's backend. The system de-anonymizes select data just enough to generate a legal alert. Company policy, updated after the 2025 AI counselor laws, requires staff review for credible threats. A human moderator reviewing the flagged chat sees a location trace that puts Lucas in Seattle. The AI provides encrypted, limited details to the authorities, just enough to open a tip. But what happened next changed everything. 30 Chapter 4. The Digital Trail. Seattle PD gets the tip. At first, it's just another anonymous internet rambling. But the detective assigned, Marcy Lindro, isn't so sure. She reads the chat log. The details: head on a rock, the screaming stopped, the park at night. Match the Shelby scene in chilling ways only the killer would know. Lindro quietly subpoenas Anon Care for additional session logs, all under court order. She cross-references the account sign-up data with local ISP addresses. It's a long shot, but one registered IP matches Lucas Redding. They pull his rideshare data. Lucas' GPS history puts him within 5 blocks of the crime scene the night Christina died, something never made public. The missing fingerprint: Lucas had never been printed for any crime, but in 2022 he applied for a security guard job. His prints, on file just months earlier, match the partial found at the scene. Here's where it gets interesting. 600 Chapter 5. Turning AI evidence into justice. By March 2025, police quietly surveil Lucas. His behavior matches his chat log. He's reclusive, anxious, stops driving. March 8th, they make the arrest. In questioning, Lucas shuts down, invokes a lawyer, but the digital evidence is overwhelming. AI chat logs, the fingerprint, GPS. The defense claims thought exercise, that Lucas was speaking hypothetically to the bot, not confessing. But the prosecutors show the AI was recording only after Lucas volunteered explicit case-specific details. The trial gains national attention. Is an AI chat log admissible? In 2026, the Washington Supreme Court upholds the warrant on the grounds of the AI's crime threshold trigger and user agreement disclosures. But the real surprise is coming. 700
Chapter 6. Impact and aftermath. Lucas Redding is convicted of manslaughter in July 2026, sentenced to 18 years. The Shelby family finally receives closure. Anon Care's protocols are now under nationwide review. Civil liberties groups warn about privacy breaches. Meanwhile, several police departments open similar cold cases, for the first time, searching AI chat logs for new leads. What did we learn? Sometimes the search for help becomes a confession, and sometimes the digital world listens when no one else will. If you found this story jaw-dropping, subscribe, because every week True Crime AI Docs exposes another case where technology reveals what humans tried to bury. If you like this, watch our next episode: how a 2022 deepfake nearly tanked an entire murder trial.